What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, Season 1, Episode 2. Spoiler warning for the entire series so far. If you don't know one of this information, stop watching now. Spoilers for Season 1, Episode 1 and Episode 2. Now, the episode is titled Gone, and it focuses on Michonne. So it's basically what she's been doing since we saw her last in Season 10, Episode 13 of The Walking Dead. The opening credits, like this is in the first episode, has Rick. It'll just have Michonne to the left, so it looks to be changing, and then they'll probably have Rick and Michonne together, and then whoever else they focus on, but it's a little different. Overall, I'm excited for this series. Hopefully you are too. It's really good so far in the first 2 episodes, and it sucks because we only get 6 episodes, but I want more probably, but can't wait to find out what happens. But it starts with Michonne talking with Aiden's sister. She runs this caravan, and they're moving around. It looks like an office, but it looks to be in the back of a camper or like truck or something, and it's moving. The caravan is actually moving. But again, this episode primarily focuses on Michonne. We see Aiden, Bailey, and Nat. And so I gotta talk about the red theory. She has red hair and she dies. So in this episode, we find out more about Aiden. She dies. Bailey, he dies. And Nat, he's the little person that's with Michonne. And these two, Aiden and Bailey, don't really add much to the episode, but Nat really does. And his death is kind of a shocker. And it happens towards the end when Rick and Michonne reunite. And it's basically the build up for what Michonne's been doing up to that point. But it's kind of cool because you meet Aiden and Bailey, who were in Season 10, Episode 13 of Michonne's last episode on The Walking Dead. And then we meet Nat, who comes in like a bull in a china shop and is like, I can't believe you left her. That's ridiculous. That's your sister. And he's talking about Aiden, and he doesn't know that she's behind him. But then Michonne gets a horse, and then it picks up with these scenes that we saw at the end of the Walking Dead series. So it connects, which is always cool. I love the connections. Michonne has the horse that she got from these people, the armor that she got from these people, and then she's trying to go to where the cruise ships are, and there's all these walkers that are there. It's like a sea of walkers, and Michonne can't get through them because there's too many people, but she has a weapon that she got from Nat, and it just explores this more, which is cool. So it wasn't like a waste of time that we saw this at the end of the Walking Dead main show, but we have answers, and that's what we always want. Answers, some questions, but more answers. And so we get to find out what was happening here, and then they start the part, and Michonne has this weapon that she got from Nat, and it's like called a scream stick or a screamer stick, and it's the thing that's shot out of the shotgun and it explodes. And there's kind of a cool scene with it, but I'll let you watch that. As Michonne is talking with Aiden and the group, they're talking about what to do. We see the yellow gas, and I have to talk about the red theory again. We see the red canister on the ground, and this is right before Aiden and Bailey both die. The CRM drops canisters with chlorine gas, and they both die. But the red theory strikes again, so in 2 episodes so far, the red theory has connected in both episodes and some major deaths. And I think a lot of people are going to die in this series. But like I said, Bailey, he doesn't really add much to the show, but he dies. And so does Aiden. And I believe Aiden was like pregnant. And, you know, that pisses Michonne off and upsets Michonne. But like I said, Michonne gets a horse and she leaves the area after rehabbing herself with Nat. Nat survives. So Michonne has to put down Aiden and Bailey, who both die from the gas poisoning. And again, we get to find out the story about Michonne, how she gets the horse, the armor. She goes on the walkie-talkie trying to reach Judith. I think it's like Daito and Shoto or whatever are the long sword, short sword. And Michonne breaks down because it's been so long and she hasn't seen Rick. And she has the boots and she's trying to reach him, try to get to him on there. But we already know that they find each other. So it's this story up to that point, and then it comes up to the now point. And so it just works. It's like Michonne's side of the story. So she goes to like the marina area because in New Jersey is where this last was here. So this is in Season 10, Episode 13, Michonne's last episode, but that's where she goes to the shipyard. And then we get to find out more about these two. But so I'm thinking about Michonne's last episode, and we haven't seen Virgil in here. But would we see him? Could we see him? And I'm starting to think about it more as I make the video, and I'm like, how did he escape? I know he was a scientist. Could we see him again? Is he going to be involved with the CRM? And because he kind of just died off and went away. He's still alive, I'm guessing, in the Walking Dead universe, but he just was gone. But Michonne goes to the shipyard, and the ship is destroyed. Safe harbor, it says there, and it's not. So Michonne and Nat find a dead end, and they don't know what to do. So Nat's like, look, I'm going to stay with you because you're all I got. And Michonne's like, you don't have to stay with me. You don't have to do this. But Nat is a good traveling companion with Michonne. Like, it really helps. He really helps out a lot. And I'm glad that he's involved in the story. And it's funny because Denai and the actor who plays Nat are friends. They worked together in a previous play or production or whatever. And it's a shame that he dies. So when Michonne finds Rick, they kiss and whatever, and then they talk about it. But it kind of picks up where episode 1 left off. So Rick and Michonne are talking, and Rick's like, I'm not with them. You know, I'm not this. And Michonne's like, I know. And then Nat's watching them. And like he went down in the grass or in the leaves, and he's looking up and he's asking, is it him? Is he still there? Like, is it the same guy? And then as he's talking, he gets shot in the back and gets killed. And it's kind of like a shocking death, but not really. But he dies. And then Rick captures Michonne and takes her to the CRM. She lies to who she is and says that, you know, she plays it coy. But then Jadis, at the end of it, Michonne gets on a roof and looks to see how dangerous and equipped the CRM are. But Rick goes back to his room. And as he's in his room, there's this person that goes in the room and does this, and we find out later that it's Jadis. And so Jadis looks like she does in The World Beyond. She has this terrible haircut, the black outfit, and I'm sure they're going to play with time a little bit because we know from the filming that in the next episode or next 2 episodes, there's going to be a time where Rick talks with Jadis, and so it's going to be playing with time a little bit. But Jadis knows what's up because she knows that Michonne is there, and she knows Michonne. So we'll have to see how that plays out. And then it's Rick and Jadis talking in the apartment, and that's how it ends. But it's another great episode setting up for the halfway point of the season, which is crazy. Next week is season 1, episode 3. And again, it's 6 episodes, so I'll be here before you know it, and it'll be done. But overall, I'm really enjoying this series. How about you guys? Are you enjoying it? Does it feel like The Walking Dead? It does to me. And I'm just glad because Rick and Michonne are 2 of my favorite characters. And I think more people are getting back into the show and the universe because of these 2. But let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Support the PT channel in any way, shape, or form that you can. We truly appreciate the love and support. Stay safe. And as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.